Well, we're all waiting anxiously. There was many walkers and cyclists making their way up to this summit here, and the wind blowing very strongly. We actually recce'd the concluding 3 kilometres, and there's a couple of hairpin bends, very exposed indeed, and the wind's certainly going to play a part. There's Peter Williams. He's having a cracking tour, isn't he, Peter Williams?
And that's a nice souvenir for the spectators at the side of the road. Yeah, it's 2012. He was in a lot of the breakaways, took the Yodo Direct Sprints competition overall that year. You have to put yourself about, and One Pro Cycling have obviously come here with that in mind. Be aggressive, get in the breakaways, try for the I say minor competitions when you look at the yellow jersey, but they deserve it, and you know, it looks as if Pete Williams is going to go a long way in both competitions.
What a lovely spot this is. We're at Lazonby, and the crowd's finding a nice vantage point there to give the race support. Stage 5 of the Aviva Tour of Britain, once again giving us an intriguing, interesting pattern, with the break down the road and inevitably the chase being tapped out by 2 big teams, Sky and Movistar. So we're getting near to the outskirts now of Lazonby. 73 kilometres to go. And in fact, the support from roadside has been absolutely astonishing. Good to see a rider from Raleigh then in the breakaway. They have been quiet throughout this tour so far, but now they're getting involved, and it is Morgan Kanitsky, who's a triple world track champion, the Frenchman. He'll be a man that'll be on duty next year in Rio. If he wins a spot for the French team in the Omnium, he may secure that. He is a World Madison champion. No Madison anymore in the Olympics in Rio. But just look at that absolute glorious shot here of the peloton as they sweep through Lazonby. It's a quaint place, doesn't it? Cracking part of the world, this, and providing us with an ideal stage today. And it's been interesting because all over this county, when we've been driving, we've been seeing these yellow and red bikes everywhere, all dressed up and bunting everywhere. They really have got themselves involved into the spirit of the thing. The routing team are out at the crack of dawn every day to arrow up the directions of the race, and then of course once the race has gone through, the second team go and collect all the signage along the way. Now just look at that. What a wonderful shot. Of course, we're not too far from Adrian's Wall here, the course. It's just slightly north of the course today. Old bridge that's been there for years and years. But no time for these fellas to have a look. No change at the front. Still Movistar and Team Sky. .348, 71 kilometres to go. And the yellow jersey just being sucked along nicely in the peloton. Well, Brian, we've been earmarking our start list with a kind of riders we're expecting to figure today. So we look at the front of the 5. The riders we're going to expect to see. People like Dylan van Baarle might figure today, the winner of the event last year. Peter Kenyon. Look, that's Lazonby School down there. Oh, I tell you what, they've really gone to town with their artwork, haven't they? Yeah, fabulous. Look at that. Bike artwork created there at Lazonby School. Now, the art teacher will give them 10 out of 10 for that, I would have thought. I wonder how long it took them to do that. Maybe as long as all the stages of the Tour of Britain.
Yeah, possibly. They've been at that for possibly a couple of weeks. They know the Tour of Britain has been coming here, and you know, it's just a nice tribute and a nice project for a school to get involved with. It brings them a little bit closer and possibly educates them about cycling.
Just look at this. Obviously, we're not on a classified climb, but the corrugations of this county are quite testing in places, and you could see the riders have been forced to dance on the pedals there as they came away from Lazonby. So they are heavy roads, providing the scene for a super stage today. And of course tomorrow they've got, well, an equally tough stage when they go over Gun Hill, and they're racing in the peaks near Buxton all round down to Nottingham.
Aviva proudly sponsors the Tour of Britain. Aviva.